Hi everybody! Today I have what I hope is a really fun video for you. I just got done finishing this face. This is a face full of makeup I've forgotten about. Basically stuff that's in my collection that I don't use for one reason or another, and it doesn't mean everything sucks. It's not like a full face of stuff I hate. It's just a full face of stuff I don't really use, and there's different reasons. So I'm going to go through it, you'll see me apply it, and I'll kind of review the products along the way for you. I hope that you really like this idea. It's just something that I kind of thought of when I was going through my collection the other day. So let's just get into it. I'm going to start with the Hard Candy Eyes the Limit eyeshadow primer. I have used this actually quite a bit, so it's not like a product that I never use, but it's definitely kind of last on my list of my preferences. This really has the texture very similar to like a Benefit Professional, which is kind of strange for an eyeshadow primer. Like normally you would think it would be a little bit more sticky. This is very smooth and kind of silicone-y, but it does keep your eyeshadow on all day and it doesn't crease and it doesn't fade or anything like that. This palette is a palette that I almost never use because, you guys can't get it, and it kind of sucks to use stuff that you can't get. But, you can, I guess, recreate looks with different colors from different palettes. So there's no reason to never use something again just because it's limited edition. But I will admit that is definitely a reason why I don't like to buy limited edition things very often anymore. But this palette is so beautiful that I really would like to get the chance to use it more. These colors here are what I'm going to use today because I really don't use these pinky reds from this palette at all. I also don't use the blues, but that's because blue really doesn't, I don't think, look very good on me. When I use this palette, I tend to really stick to the purples and the greens. Those are my favorites. So today I'm going to stick with these three here. I was thinking about maybe incorporating the yellow, not sure yet, and then of course all the neutrals in the middle. I'm just going to dip into Noble, which is a little bit of a neutral light brown, kind of similar, I would say, maybe to like soft brown from MAC. It's not too cool, it's not too warm, it's kind of just right in the middle. It pretty much matches my skin tone on my eyelids, so I'm just using that as my transition shade. On a 217 from MAC, I'm going to take this matte pink right here. It's called Swoon. I'm going to use this kind of in my crease and slightly above. So on a Morphe M433, which is basically just like a 217 from MAC, I'm going to go into this color, Destroyer, which is, a little bit more of a red version of Swoon. It's got a little bit of orangey red to it, and I'm just going to put that slightly lower into my crease, but not all the way across, just kind of more in the outer V area. These colors really give me like summertime vibes, which is, I think, the reason why I'm gravitating towards them today, because I'm just in the mood for hot weather. I got a little taste of it last week and I'm just ready for it to stay. Oh my gosh, this color is so pretty. I'm going to take the tiniest little bit of this yellow, which is called Fran, and I just want to kind of warm up the very top edge. I'm going to do, not a cut crease, but I'm just going to slightly cut the crease right in this area here. So I'm going to get my MAC Painterly, and this brush here, it's just a random brush I have from Ollie and Olivia. It's just a very kind of stiff, round shader brush. So I've taken that right up on my lid, just under the crease, so you could still see a little bit of the pink showing through. On a synthetic brush, I'm going to use this shade here. It's called Love, and I'm going to put that over top of where I just did that half cut crease. I'm almost worried this is going to ruin everything, but I really want just a tiny little bit more dimension in the outer V. So I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is called Rewind, and use that on this shader brush. This is a Pro Detailer brush from Beauty Junkies. I'm just going to take the tiniest bit to start and kind of work it in the outer V and just see how much I need to get the depth that I want. Okay, let's put away the eyeshadow for a second, and I'm going to go in with my YSL, what is this called? Touche Eclat Blur Primer. I never use this. I don't know why, other than the fact that it doesn't mattify me and I just really need a mattifying primer. This is really supposed to give you radiance and glow, and I don't know why the heck I bought it because I really don't need it. But I'm just trying to use it a little bit before summer comes, and I really can't use it in the summer. It definitely does fill in pores a little bit. It has a very, very slippery texture. Like, this doesn't feel like other pore filling primers to me. It doesn't feel like the Benefit Professional or even the Smashbox. Like, it feels a little bit more slippery even than those. My hands can just glide around my face. For some reason, I thought I had decluttered this in my foundation declutter, and I was thinking the other day how I really wish I had it back, and then lo and behold, it was in my drawer the whole time. So I don't know what I was thinking there, but this is the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin Transforming Foundation. Mine is in the shade 15 Ivory. I have not used this in months because I totally forgot that I even owned it. So when you guys use a beauty blender, do you put the foundation directly on your face, or do you put it on the beauty blender and then go on your face? I'm just interested and curious to know like why people do things the way they do, because I always put my foundation on my face, like directly. So I don't really know why. It's just something I've always done. And I definitely remember liking this. I do like the way it looks. I'm going to go in with Benefit Erase Base. This used to be the color corrector I would use under my eyes before I found the Urban Decay color correcting fluid, which that's just the one I love. I just love the consistency of it. I feel like this product is kind of all that was out there for a long time until color correcting became like this huge fad over the last year. So, you know, shout out to Benefit for doing things well long before other people did. But I do really like the Urban Decay one. But still, like, look at the difference between this eye and this eye. It's a huge difference. The reason I don't like this one as much is because it's way, way, way creamier. Whereas the Urban Decay one is much more of like a liquidy fluid. And I just feel like it blends a little bit easier, and it just doesn't move around on me the same way this one can sometimes. You guys might think this is crazy, but this is a product that I almost never use. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I actually think I need to give this a good shake because I haven't used it in so long. I'm just like a real creature of habit with my concealers. Even though I do like this product a lot, the Estee Lauder concealer that is my holy grail, I like using that one above all else, and so whenever I can, I do. But this is a great product too. I like the consistency of this one a lot too. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with it. It's just very fluid and it does blend really well. I don't feel like it's the best coverage in the world, but it is nice coverage. Before I set my face in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to use this to highlight my cheeks with. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in liquid, and it is Opal. This I don't use simply because it's a cream. I'm just not in love with using cream highlighters, cream blushes, anything like that, because again, my skin is so oily that I feel like it just moves around. But I'm gonna try putting this underneath my powder and seeing if it will actually like show through once I set my face, because I do have to set my face. For a long time I used to mix this with foundation, and it does give foundations a nice beautiful kind of dewy glow, but the thing is I don't need a dewy glow. another product that I bought a long time ago and never used and put away, and I haven't used in a long time. This is the Laura Mercier, which one is this? The translucent one that everybody loves. So I'm just going to put it a little bit heavily under my eye. I'm not going to go too much. Oh, maybe I did pick up a little too much. Yeah, so this is the loose setting powder in translucent. I believe that's the one everybody talks about. And then to set the rest of my face, I've got this. It's the Fit Me from Maybelline. Fit Me powder. I guess it's just called Fit Me powder. It's in the shade 310, so it does have a little bit of color to it. I don't know what the coverage level is like. This is the shade Sun Beige. I don't feel like it's so dark that it should be called Sun anything. It feels like it's pretty light in color. I didn't highlight the rest of my face. I just used the concealer under my eye, and honestly, that's only because I just forgot until I just now put powder on my face. So I did my eyebrows and my eyeliner. I will list everything down in the description bar that I've used on my face today, including the things I haven't shown you on screen. I just wanted to mention though, I was going to use a new, well not new, I was going to use an eyeliner that I haven't used in months, and it was dried out. So I had to go back to my Kat Von D. So I've just done my eyeliner as well. I didn't want to do a cat eye with this look. I just wanted to do liner because I kind of like the way everything's looking on the lid. So we're just going to leave it like that. Just going to take one of those eyeshadow brushes that I was using before, add a little bit more of that reddish pink shade on it, Destroyer, and just put it a little bit under each eye. If you want, you can do liner on the bottom. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to take a flat definer brush, and I'm just going to go into the shade Box, which is a deep brown, and just line a little bit here. I'm just going to take a little tiny smudger brush. This is the Morphe M149. I'm going to go a little bit into this orange shade here, Analog, and just a little bit. And I'm just going to kind of put that right and mix it in with that brown shade. I feel like I'm missing a little bit of pink, so I'm going to take a little bit more Destroyer. And just on the outer edge, just build it up just a slightly bit more. Because I've got so much going on the eye, I want to use a little bit more of a neutral blush. This is the Too Faced Love Flush Blush in Baby Love. This is a blush that I'm not even sure if I'm keeping yet. I really have never used this since I bought it, maybe once or twice. And I just wanted to use it before I do my declutter and just decide if I like it or not. I also don't want to overpower what's going on in my face. There's so much going on in the eye, and I just don't want it to look crazy, which is why I'm not doing a deeper or brighter blush with this look. Yeah, I kind of like it. I also do think that I am getting a slight bit of glow from that Becca highlighter from before, so I'm glad that I tried it, but I think this is a good shade of blush. It's not blending like effortlessly, but that might have something to do with what's underneath it too. So I think I'm just going to continue to use this and see if I like it. This I put in a recent makeup regrets video. This is my Butter Blush from Physicians Formula, and it's in the shade Natural Glow. So this smells incredible. It smells like that suntan lotion smell that the bronzer has, but this has almost no pigmentation to it. I think fair people might like it, but if you see there's almost nothing there, that's it right there. But I'm going to take that same brush. This is the Quo Professional Blush Brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of it and kind of put it right where the highlight area is, because I feel like this might be good for a natural highlight on my skin tone. I'm not really sure. It is giving me a highlight, but I feel like it's a little orangey looking, so I'm not really sure about that. I'll go in with a little bit of this NARS palette that I've been holding up this whole time. This is definitely an item that I do use a lot, but I'll just take a little bit of that first shade, that lightest shade, and just pop it right on top. Yeah, see, that's giving me the glow I want. This is a mascara that I haven't used in at least probably 2 years. This is the Benefit Roller Lash. This is not one that I've had for 2 years. I did get a new one recently and I figured I would just try it out. But yeah, I haven't used this formula in about 2 years or so. It gives you an impressive amount of length. I think what I don't like about it, and I remember now not liking about it, is that it really doesn't volumize. And if you know me, you know I love the volume more than the length, if anything. But it definitely, like, you can't argue with how long my eyelashes look right now. So that's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna keep playing with this. So I had a couple options pulled out for lips. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is the Dior Addict lipstick in number 751 Exotique. This is kind of a very bright but sheer formula. I don't really use this because I feel like it just goes away so quickly. These lipsticks in general, they do not last on the lips. But it is moisturizing and it is a pretty fun color. I think if I was gonna do a color like this, you would have to do a sheer formula with this eye look. Because anything more opaque and bright, I don't know. I don't know how well that would work. But let me know what you guys think. I'm loving the eyeshadow look. I'm glad that I kind of stepped outside the box a little bit with that. And the no winged eyeliner and just having some black eyeliner instead of a wing. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you like this idea for a series. You know, I have a lot of stuff in my collection that doesn't get used, unfortunately, just because I have a big collection. I try to rotate things, but I definitely really like the way this turned out. So let me know if you'd like to see this maybe again in the future, because I will definitely do it again if you guys like this idea. And that is it for today. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I'd love to see you around for my future videos. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!